Hey, what is going on, Oceaners? This is Blue Devil. Today we're going to be taking a look at a small form factor PC, but not in the traditional sense that you would build it. Yeah, this one's small. So what I'm speaking about is an SoC. An SoC, system on chip, meaning that every single piece of circuitry is on one PCB. The item that we're looking at today is the ECS Liva Z2 small form factor PC. So these guys really aren't meant to be a gaming PC per se. There's no overclocking support, but it's realistically, for my use out of it, is a good internet PC. Alright, so my Z2 sample comes with the Intel N5000 Silver CPU. So what that basically means is a quad-core processor. There's no hyperthreading, with a base frequency of 1.1 gigahertz and a boost frequency of 2.7 gigahertz. So realistically, this is not a powerhouse. Very basic tasks, basically word processing, web browsing. It does tote the ability through the HDMI 2.0 port to be able to use 4K at 60 frames per second. So behind me, I have a 4K monitor. It's a FreeSync model, but regardless, it has HDMI 2.0 on it. We're going to test that theory just playing video playback. That's what that stated. But the most impressive portion of this Z2 Mini small form factor PC is that it's fanless and it only takes 6 watts to run. So realistically, nothing. It does have Bluetooth and 802.11 AC wireless. So that's a nice little touch. It is an M.2 slot, so you could actually upgrade it in the future if you wanted to. Yes, it is upgradable. Max memory support is going to be at 8 gigabytes. There's already 4 pre-installed. I will be later in the video installing another 4 gigabyte module. It's just DDR4 2400 SODIMM slots. So, and then I'll be also installing an extra hard drive in it. So as far as storage capacity, it only features 32 gigabytes of eMMC memory. So that's slower than an SSD, but faster than a hard drive. So realistically, yes, you could throw an SSD in there and it will perform just to any SATA 6 standard, but you're kind of breaking the price point. Any old hard drive, which I'm going to be throwing in an old 5400 RPM 120 Western Digital, it's just going to be a family PC, so it's not going to need a whole ton of storage on. Let's go ahead and we're going to tear this apart. I'm going to upgrade it while we're at it, and I'll do a little overhead view of it. Alright guys, we have a top-down view here, so let's just go over the specs one more time. So inside of this is going to have the Intel N5000 Silver quad-core processor at an amazing 6 watts. As far as physical dimensions, you're looking at 132 by 118 by 56.4 millimeters. So realistically, it is a small footprint. In front here, you do get the power button, 3 USB 3.0 and a USB Type-C with a headphone port. Moving off to the side, you get your Kensington lock, and then the back side is your power, a regular HDMI, an HDMI 2.0, 2 USB 2.0, and a gigabit networking port. So that's nice to see. Inside, like I said before, you have an M.2 slot that is already occupied with your 802.11 AC and Bluetooth adapter, and then there is an open slot for another memory, which is SODIMM DDR4. 4 gigabyte is already installed, and then there's another open slot for a hard drive or an SSD. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is cracking this open, seeing the full SoC, and installing the upgrades. So let's get to it. What did I think of the ECS Liva Z2? Well, all things considered, decent little mini PC. If you factor in the cost of upgrading the RAM from 4 to 8 gigabytes, that was $40 for me. I got it on Amazon, just some El Cheapo Crucial stuff. And then I already had the hard drive laying around, assuming you already have one. So MSRP, from what I can find, is at $220. Add the $40 in, you're at $260. What a con would be the Windows 10 license that came with this wasn't activated. So you're not getting a Windows 10 license. You really can get one of those really cheap from 0and9.com or several other sites. I think I found mine for like $12.50 after coupon. It's not a huge deal, but just it adds a little bit more to the cost. Other than that, performance is really good for like 4K videos at 60 hertz. Playing Minecraft on it, my son was playing that quite a bit. He liked it a lot. It's not enough to play Fortnite, unfortunately, so I would like to see newer version come out with a lower-ended NVIDIA option or AMD option, so maybe it would compete with the NUC a little bit more, but maybe at a slightly higher price point. Hopefully those are in production. Other than that, this gets a solid 4 out of 5 flames from me. And also, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Also, subscribe. I'm Blue Devil. See you in the next one.